Yeah, back to that one way. Where we at with it? Let's get it. I'm making short-term goals, make the turn pros. Thought it was a diamond in the rough, just a lump of coal. Lil Joseph, he up the nose for his roll and them buffaloes. Custos, running through them, how you love it knows. Never told none of my bros, I be on the road, ducking patrol, coming through the toes, trying to keep it low. But Lord knows I need to shoot through the O. On 75, set the cruise control, it's too slow. Give it to Taj, he gon' it ain't what you know, it's who you know. Cause every time it touch, it put me right back in the Super Bowl. No, this ain't quality, that was on my mama's stove. With a I hit it with them ice chips and ramen noodle bowls.
The last time must come. Yeah, it's original.
Silly cause available free. Hey yo, BBS is super froze. Coop ain't got no roof for those. My uncle and his partner, he got a. And lately I've been curving, but I get stupid chose. About to drop $1,000. I need a space coupe and Doc dropping at DeLorean. Michael J. Fox jumping out, Michael J. Hop, rap, rappers can't drop, Rolex say I'm on my 8 watch. Wait, stop, 7-figure, still at the stove. On my deep dominoes and my Houston getting Papa Doe. My Dominicano about to, I'm just a soul, so drove. Hit the county, I was in the hole with some black stones, solid foes. I'm checked in, blessed in, Big Bunny, Rabbit Don Dollar. I remember when I seen a rapper do a spot for 1-800 Crime Stoppers. I remember being on the run. Up in the Ramada, crime lord, on vice lord, I'm the underground king, godfather. What?
That my best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend, she a real bad, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking, she throw it out and come back in. Beep, beep. Is that my bestie in a tessie? Fresh blowout, skin on town, she ready. Look good with a T at the end. I'm a hyper every time, now my friend. She been down since the jellies and the bobos. Now me stepping out the Jeep, got my nullos. When we pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. If a finicky, she gon' bring that phone with the T like. Guess what? All the rich boys wanna on us. I just end up, you could look, don't touch. And I'm back bustin' bands every time we link up.
That my best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3. Now she twerking, she throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend, she a real bad driver.
Now the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, both of these teams, Clark, like to run offense through the post.
Yeah, we call that dine-in eating. They're going inside to eat and make it happen. They're not going to settle for the drive-through window. They're going to make it happen in the paint with physicality and throwing that ball inside often and consistently. Always great from deep. I don't think Irvin has gotten enough credit for how lethal he is from behind the arc.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Anthony looking it over. Pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic can't hit. And the Nets with possession. 6-point game. The three from KD. The three-pointer is right on target.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
Now here's Anthony. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Inside, here's Barrett. And he converts the layup.
R.J. Barrett.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact. Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now. And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Nurkic can't hit. You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range, the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss. The way they're knocking these shots down, boy, everything's pure.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Outside, KD. Left side, Irving. Claxton.
Claxton with the dunk.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Millsap with the steal. Harden right side. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. From the baseline. Again, the Nets for 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Yusuf Nurkic.
And he makes that one.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Harden has a wide open look. Again, the Nets for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense. Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Get ready for the Dip Squad. Get ready for the Dip Squad.
Both teams will make substitutions. New York trails by 18. Ross on the wing. Back to Hachimura. Ross on the wing. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Hachimura. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. New York, no good that time either. Brooklyn leading by 18. Now Harden. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
KD with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. The quick look, no good that time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Yeah, you know, Ross doing a nice job sharing the ball. I love seeing that from him. A great teammate who knows how to get his guys involved.
Pass to Griffin. Durant just inside the line. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. No good that time.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
They get it back. And that one's good. Noel.
Well, it's really not hard to see why Noel is seen as one of the better rebounders in the game. He really uses that great length of his to get to a lot of missed shots.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Burks.
Alec Burks.
And he dunks it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Rui Hachimura picks one up. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Back to Davis. Pass to Len. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And a deep three from Harden. Ross grabs the board. Here's Shamet. Here's Hachimura. And so it's Brooklyn, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And the call will be against Alex Len.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
In for New York.
A different look for New York. Mills with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Not enough on that one as it misses. Anthony on the wing. Pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Assist goes to.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is Dan. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. And That's something that started early on in his life, and honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
That'll be 3 seconds. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Now in the lineup for your Nets.
New York trails by 14. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Pass to Barrett. Nurkic trying to get open. Second shot opportunity. And it's laid in by Barrett. Barrett's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Irving, good.
Well, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
New York calls timeout. Mark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hand?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6, 8 or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big guy.
And Nurkic has it in the corner. Pass to Barrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assist from
6 points for R.J. Barrett.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And it's Irving missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. From outside, off the mark. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Knicks. They trail by 14. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who's taking pride in his defensive work.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
Julius
Randle with the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
Irving from long range. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Anthony in the corner. Pass to Barrett. Durant with the steal. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett.
R.J. Barrett.
That's his first foul.
Third team foul. In for New York, Obi Toppin. Alec Burks.
For 3, Durant. Irving double team. Allen outside. The kick out to Irving. It's Durant on the wing. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. KD's got 11.
When you've got the kind of game and shot Durant has, you don't lack for confidence. He is ready to catch and fire whenever he gets the opportunity.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And here is Irving. 12 points for him. Harden outside. Harden draws the double. 5 on the clock. Irving for 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Let's make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
The offensive rebound. Back to Burks. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
In for New York.
Here's Hachimura. And Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Let's go. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. KD's got 5 points now in the quarter. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Clark as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
Both teams making some changes here. New York trails by 20. Now here's Davis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Right side, Kevin Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Again, the Nets for 2.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Assistant.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Durant just inside the line.
Kevin
1:10 left now here in the second. Again, the Nets for 2. To the middle. Here's Toppin. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Toppin's got his second basket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Burks with the steal. To the paint. There's Noel.
Boy, I tell you, his dunking skills are special. Noel really pounds it through the hoop when he gets a chance to.
KD draws the double. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Here's Burks. Noel trying to break loose.
Goaltending call.
And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now Durant. shoots over Burks. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bounce pass Anthony. Here's Nurkic. It's tipped. And he gets it back. Pass to Brooks. Tries again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Knicks ball.
KD comes with the double team. 5 to shoot. Here's Anthony. And they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Brooklyn ball.
Nets leading by 19 points. Here's KD. Top of the key. Takes a 3. Harden draws the double. Outside Irving. Almost, but it rolls out. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for New York.
Julius
Randle.
The assist.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Pass to Harden. KD with it. On deep. Rebound by Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Outside for Randle. Got a piece of it.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
And that one's good. Durant.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Dylan Brooks.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Irving looking for an opening. Outside Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Stolen by Brooks. Wants to get it to Randle and does. Count that one.
Julius Randle.
Randle's got 4 this quarter.
There's your bully ball right there. I mean, a lot of folks think that's all Randle is a bully baller. Those big shoulders and that muscular body, he does a nice job putting them to use.
Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Millsap. It's stolen by Barrett. And they're running. Here's Nurkic. Plays it up and banks it in.
You think a bump is going to stop Nurkic? We're talking about a guy who has come back from major injuries, a resolute attitude.
The 3 from Harden. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 10 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Nets foul.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Foul.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well. And that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Brooklyn leading by 15. Irving double team. Down low. Here's Brown. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Into the lineup for New York.
New York trails by 15. Poked away. Pass to Len. Ross on the wing. Basket good.
Terrence Ross.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Irving double team. Now Allen. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Right side Griffin. Shoots over Hachimura. That shot by Griffin, no good. Pass to Hachimura. To the inside. Some nice passing by New York here. Anthony with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
Ross makes it off the glass. Ross has got 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Driving in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nets lead by 13. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive and work 24/7 to make sure he is.
And here's Mills for 3. They get it again. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Mills. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
You know, that's what Mills gives you when he's on the floor. A dangerous shooter who can cause problems for the defense.
Here's Ross. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Substitution for the Knicks.
Nets on defense. Pass to Davis. To the middle. Here's Toppin.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Free throw is good by Toppin. And he makes both free throws. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. KD drives in. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Pass to Burks. Now Toppin. Banked in off the glass. 8-point for Obi Toppin.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Nobody near Allen. It's good from long range. And the Nets lead by 14.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And the rejection by Noel.
And you can just see Noel's eyes light up when the shooter attempts these shots. So forceful and determined in his denials. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Durant with it. For the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And so it's Brooklyn. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. The lead is 15. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Outside for Durant. 3-pointer. The shot will not fall. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Drives to the hoop. Pass to Harden. From deep three-point range, Randall grabs the board.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
And taken away by Brown. Millsap with it. Now defended by Randall. Harden's got room. Buries the jumper to finish the break. And 12 points for James Harden. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Back to Millsap. Harden draws the double. Nets passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Tries yet again. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And there's the call on Durant.
First team
That's
foul.
his third foul of the game.
Into the lineup.
Both teams changing it up here. Here's Randall, and it's sent back by Millsap. Left side Durant, and a wide open look for Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Durant in the corner. Over Anthony. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammates shots. And does a really good job setting up a shooter.
New York calls timeout.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
For the Knicks. New York trails by 19. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Brooklyn leading by 17. Down low. Here's Claxton. Another shot. Outside for Millsap. Pass to Harden. They shoot again. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
Assisted by KD.
And the Nets lead by 19.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Back to Davis. Toppin with it. And Toppin throws it down.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
It's Durant on the wing. Offline with his three. New York trails by 17. Pass to Toppin. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Harden. On the wing, Irving. They grab their own miss. And Durant puts up a deep three. That shot off. And New York will come the other way.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Here's Burks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Burks hits 2 free throws.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Substitution for the Knicks. Cole Anthony.
New York trails by 13. It's Randle with the drive.
Brooklyn foul.
And one thing that separates
James
Randle
Harden.
from other guys is
foul.
size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going
Julius
either
Randle.
direction.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Randle.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randle has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
He gets that one. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randle reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Hakeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
No one near Randle as he lets it go.
Julius Randle.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You know, guys, every year Randle seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Outside Durant. From deep Harden. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 18. 1:30 in the game.
New York.
There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. Randle with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Randle no good. Brooklyn leading by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for KD.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Yusuf
Nurkic.
Assist from.
That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Off the inbound. And it's Randle getting it to go.
Boy, down low, Randle can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
And here's Mills from the arc. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved.
Escalade, I got like Robert Downey. Yeah.
Triple S exercise.
Okay.
Kiss. That's what we do. I don't do the art, I just do the home art. You can catch it, or you can catch it. Go ahead and put the kids to sleep, this the grown part. But we knew what Billboard was, we had our own chart. And they pull a call over, you take your own charge. I ain't never worked for nobody, I sold my own heart. In the back, right in my own yard. Playing dominoes with my man, he in the boneyard. Now I can pay for the jet, right on my own card. Trying to go man on me, I'm in the zone, guard, hand in hand with it. I ain't never played a phone guard. Calisthenics and cardio, just trying to tone guard. Your man got but he ain't. My youngin' got the in the Hemi and he ain't stopping. In the beginning to get him, he ain't worried, cause if they get him, I get him cockering. He know not to with them, they get him.